Welcome NFL fans, you're locked in for a trip through gridiron history, one classic at a time. Today we're headed to Schaefer Stadium, December 12th, 1982, for a game between the 4-1 Miami Dolphins and the 2-3 New England Patriots. Miami was favored by 6. It was 26 degrees with a 16-mile-an-hour wind, and although just barely north of 25,000 showed up in person, Patriots owner Billy Sullivan and GM Bucko Kilroy agreed to lift the local blackout due to the inclement weather. You know, Kilroy may have had little to do with it, I just wanted to say his name. Bucko Kilroy. Hall of Fame coach Don Shula was in his 13th season coaching the Dolphins and his 20th season overall. He was 199, 79-6 in total, along with the 10-9 postseason mark. Ron Meyer was the leader of the Pats in his first year coaching the team. In head-to-head play, Miami owned a 20-11 all-time edge against the New England Boston Patriots. So this was a Week 14 matchup, even though it was only each team's sixth game. This is due to the 1982 players' strike, which lasted long enough to cancel Weeks 3 through 10. Although the NFL hadn't yet introduced the bye week, another week was added to the end of the season, prior to the postseason, to give each team 9 games. In addition, the playoff field was temporarily expanded from the customary 10 to 16 teams. Since the NFL was comprised of only 28 teams at the time, this guaranteed that every team with a winning record, plus a couple teams with non-winning records, would reach the postseason. David Woodley was Miami's quarterback for a third season. The Louisiana native and LSU graduate had racked up a 66.3 rating over his 31 starts to date, with a 53.6% completion rate and 27 touchdowns, along with 33 interceptions. Steve Grogan was in his 8th season quarterbacking the Patriots, and he was making his 89th career start. Grogan had a 67.4 rating, 51.3% completion rate, and 117 scores versus 142 interceptions. Hall of Famers playing in this game included Patriots guard John Hanna and Dolphins center Dwight Stevenson.
Winter in New England, not the vacation of choice for the Miami Dolphins, especially after they fell prey to a bizarre chain of events that left wounds that even time will not heal.
It's the first time since I've been in professional football we've ever taken such serious exception to something which happened on the field. That kind of thing should not occur as a result of somebody putting a snowplow run by
the most unsportsmanlike act that I've ever been around.
The incident unfolded when Patriots head coach Ron Meyer called on an unexpected source to set the wheels in motion for victory. Snowplow driver Mark Henderson, a convicted burglar employed at the stadium on a weekend work furlough program, rode to the rescue and cleared a small area that enabled the Patriots to get a toehold for a field goal.
I was bewildered. I really was bewildered about what was happening out there on the field in front of my eyes. And the magnitude of it never really set in until after he had lined up and kicked the field goal.
Smith comes to the ball. There is the boot. It's flying downfield, and it's good. Patriots lead. John Smith puts it through.
I don't know whether to look on that as a good point in my life or a tremendously bad point. I'm sure if you were the other coach on the other sideline, you would say it would be a black mark. But I know one thing, I can live with myself on it, and it wasn't an attempt to deceive or it wasn't an attempt to cheat anybody.
Regarding the snowplow, Shula and the rest of Miami's sideline was livid. Later, Shula was quoted as saying, "The official nearest me said he didn't see the guy come out before it was too late. Certainly the official shouldn't have let it happen, but we have no recourse, so let's forget it." The snowplow rule, which resulted from this game, was naturally not yet on the books. As such, officials had no control over it. Referee Bob Frederick later said, "Game officials have no control over the removal of the snow done by a maintenance man with a power brush on the plow." Mark Henderson, a convict out on work release, was the snowplow driver. He was quoted as saying, "They let me out for school and work release. I have to be back by 5, but I can call and tell them I was on TV." Henderson became somewhat of a local celebrity after his assistance in the game. Grogan completed 2 of 5 passes for 13 yards, both to tight end Lynn Dawson, and 1 interception for a rating of 8.3. Massachusetts native Mark Van Egan ran for 100 yards on 22 carries, and Mosey Tutupu added 81 yards on 13 carries. Who needs a passing game? In a losing effort, Woodley completed 9 of 18 passes for 76 yards and 2 interceptions, for a 21.8 rating. Terrill Harris led Miami's receiving corps with 2 catches for 33 yards, while Andre Franklin ran for a game-high 107 yards on 23 carries. Both teams claimed a berth in the expanded playoff field, with Miami claiming the number 2 seed with a mark of 7-2, and the Patriots finishing with the number 7 seed at 5-4. Of course, this matched the 2 clubs up for a first-round showdown, which the Dolphins won by a 28-13 count. The Dolphins went on to defeat the San Diego Chargers 34-13 and the New York Jets 14-0 to get to Super Bowl 17. Things didn't go so great for Miami there, but that's another video. Well, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm not going to stop till I run out of games to do, but that's it for now. Until next time, keep the laces out, keep the history alive, and I'll see you on the next kickoff.